It's Country from the Country with WKVA. We're looking at some mighty chilly weather out there this morning. 43 degrees at 6 o'clock, so bundle up out there. And for those of you on your way to work, that storm last night washed out the bridge over Malcahoe Creek. So there's a detour in effect on Route 125.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, hot waffles in the toaster oven, honey.
Is something wrong?
The bridge went out again. Traffic on that detour is going to be horrendous. I have to leave now or I'm going to be late for work.
Why doesn't the county get the bridge fixed once and for all?
It's not in the current budget. And I, for one, am not going to stand around and let the county council try to pay for it.
By raising my property taxes.
Maybe I do speak up for what I believe in. We can't afford to pay any more taxes. We need the money now for the electric company, the phone company, the grocery store.
Then how's the bridge gonna get fixed?
Ooh, you're beginning to sound like Ed Thurman.
That's really funny, Mom, because I have to debate his son, Mark, in economics class this week. A couple of the girls in my class nearly died when Miss Mercado picked me as his opponent, but I could care less that he's a big, hunky football star.
Well, if he's anything like his father, you're going to have your hands full. I've been wrangling with Ed Thurman and that county council for the past 5 years. Tax and spend, tax and spend. That's all they know how to do.
Mom, you're not listening. I have a debate about this same stuff in economics class, day after tomorrow.
With Mark Thurman, I heard you.
The thing is, I got assigned to argue the government side. You know, why we need taxes and what we get for them, like fixing the bridge. And Mark's arguing opposite. It's so weird.
I'm sorry, honey. I've got to run. If you need to work on your debate, we can talk later.
Okay, Mom.
Now, just remember I'm going to be late tonight because of the county council meeting, so you'll have to get your own dinner. Oh, meatloaf's in the freezer.
Is this going to be another big fight with Mr. Thurmond?
It is if I have anything to say about it.
And remember, this Friday, Ms. Hall and Mr. Thurman will begin our debates. Don't forget, these debates will be 1/3 of your grade.
Hey, what's up?
Good luck.
Oh, thanks. I'm sure you'll do just fine, but I really need a good grade on this.
Me too. I think it's wild that we're arguing the opposite points of view of our parents. My mom won't even discuss it with me. She's so sure she's right, she doesn't even know there's another side.
Yeah, you should see my dad after one of those county council meetings.
Hi, Mark.
Hi.
I can imagine the kind of things you've heard about my mom.
Oh, it can't be any worse than what your mom probably says about my dad.
See you later, Mark.
Okay. So anyway, my dad just has some really strong opinions.
About my mom?
No, I mean about taxes.
Oh, well, my mom just has strong opinions about what your dad stands for. She just thinks people shouldn't rely so much on the government.
My dad just believes that the government has to provide for the public good.
You mean like the bridge?
Right, like bridges and interstate highways, things that people aren't just going to go out and provide for themselves. Hey, wait a minute. I'm giving you all your arguments here.
You ought to talk to my mom.
Yeah, right. But I do need to work on this.
Oh, well, do you want to go to the library after school?
No. You know what? I've got a better idea. Why don't we go out tonight?
Take it easy, man. I'll see you later.
All right, man. Yeah, because, there's a county council meeting tonight, and you can go and listen to what my dad's got to say, and I can check out what your mom's got to say.
Oh, you mean research?
Yeah. Listen, I'll pick you up around 7.
Great.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
So, to make my position clear, I've said it before and I'll say it again. An increase in local property taxes is for everyone's benefit. Now, if we can just consider this proposition.
I have read that proposition, and I want to tell you that what we're getting in benefits does not make up for what we have to pay in taxes.
Right. Now, hold on. That's just a matter of opinion. The major part of the money we collect, if this proposition passes, will be used for county police, emergency services, and highway maintenance, including the bridge over Malcahoe Creek, which is in your district, Eleanor.
Come on, Ed. This property tax increase goes way beyond the people in my district. What you're asking us to spend buys more for your part of the county than it does for where I live. As usual, I might add.
Right. It's always that way. Tell him, Eleanor.
That's because there are more people in my part of the county. Look, I pay taxes too. We all do. And this increase will hurt us just as much as it hurts you. But this tax increase is the only way we can see to pay for the public services that the people in both our districts need.
We have a real basic disagreement here, because I don't think this board knows what the people in my district need.
No. Ask her.
Good night. Mark! Glad to see you're taking your research seriously for econ class. Hi. We better go, son, before your mother starts to worry.
Okay, Dad, I just have to take Julie home first. Oh, Dad, this is Julie, from my economics class.
I'm Julie Hall, Eleanor Hall's daughter.
Well, nice to meet you. Won't you be going home with your mother, Julie?
Oh.
Dad.
Of course.
Excuse me, Ed, we need to talk.
Right. Excuse me.
Hey, Julie, wait a minute. Listen, I'd really like to take you home tonight.
Then why were you afraid to upset your father by telling him who I was?
Julie, what are you doing here?
Mom, this is my debating opponent, Mark Thurmond.
Hi. Nice to meet you, Mrs. Hall.
Mark, my mom and I really have to be going.
Oh, I can't go right now, honey. We're talking about forming a citizens committee. But I can get a lift with June Meadowbrook. Here. The car is right over there. Remember, it's making those funny noises again. I really should take it into the garage, but I'm afraid to find out how much it'll cost. Good night, all.
Julie, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Listen, I heard your mom say that the car is making funny noises. I know a lot about cars. Maybe I can take a look at it for you.
Just don't worry about it, okay?
What do you mean?
I mean, I think your father would rather have you go out with one of the cheerleaders.
What if I'd rather be with you?
You didn't even want him to know who I was.
Mark, that garage will be cleaned by dinner tonight.
But Dad, I got...
No arguments, son.
Yes, sir.
Bye, dear. See you tonight. I don't get it. Your father's never at his best after those council meetings with that impossible Eleanor Hall. But why are the two of you on the outs?
Now, why is Mrs. Hall so impossible? I mean, just because she disagrees with Dad about taxes.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, maybe she has a point. I mean, if the government increases people's taxes, then that reduces people's income, and that means that they have less money to go out and buy things for themselves.
I get it. This is that debate you've been working on.
Sure. You can say that people have to be willing to pay additional taxes. They want things like roads and police and stuff like that, but they already pay federal income tax and social security tax. Plus, some states, counties, and cities have their own income tax, and that doesn't count state, county, local property, or sales tax.
And you're saying that the same money would buy goods and services for private use. Very good. I think you'll do very well in the debate tomorrow.
I'm not talking about the debate.
I know, dear. You're talking about Julie Hall. Give me some credit. I haven't been a mom all these years for nothing.
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, he's probably a very nice boy. Though knowing his father, I find that hard to believe.
You just can't ever admit it when you're wrong, can you?
I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean wrong?
I mean, Mr. Thurmond has a point about the bridge. It still isn't fixed yet, and it takes a lot of money to buy steel, rock, concrete, and pay construction workers.
It takes money to do just about anything nowadays. My point is that we have to know when to draw the line.
So how's the bridge going to get fixed?
We're talking about Mark Thurmond, not the bridge.
Mom,
I just don't know how you got so interested in Ed Thurman's son.
don't worry. We haven't even talked to each other since the council meeting the other night.
Well, the debate's tomorrow. You're going to have to talk to each other then.
In summation, Mr. Thurmond, taxes do pay for government goods and services which we cannot provide for privately. For example, federal taxes are used to pay for our national defense. Unless you're suggesting that we hire our own armies. If you are, we'd better start saving now.
Okay, look, what I was trying to say was that
You'll allow me to finish my summation, please? Our state, local, and county taxes are also used to pay for important services. Things like public education, health and welfare services, police and fire protection, and building our roads and highways. All these services are for the public good. They cannot be provided for by each citizen privately, unless you're suggesting that we all build our own roads and hire our own bodyguards. Finally, it takes resources to provide services for the public good. There's no way around it. If you want more services like these, you're going to have to pay more taxes to get them. Thank you.
My fellow citizens, we've heard that taxes pay for government goods and services that we all use. But I'd like to remind you that taxes are your money, our money, money that we could use to buy private goods and services for ourselves. And just to bring it home to you, I mean private goods that you all might want, like a CD player, or services you might really need, like car repairs. So, before we agree to any tax increase, we must ask ourselves this important question. Is what we're going to get from the government worth what we have to give up?
What about the things people cannot provide for themselves privately, like the national defense or highways?
My point is how many highways and how much national defense do we need or want to pay for? In summation, we can all agree that some taxes are necessary to help run the government and the country. But how do the benefits of additional taxes compare with what we have to give up to pay these taxes?
That party's gonna be so cute.
Julie, wait a second. Julie!
Hello?
Hi, it's Mark.
Oh, hi. You did really well at the debate today.
Thanks, you too, you did great. But, listen, that's not what I called for. What I wanted to say was that I'm sorry about the other night.
Oh, you mean her parents? Yeah, my mom really went ballistic.
Yeah, so did my dad. He practically didn't speak to me the whole day after the meeting. You know, after he met you and everything. But that's not what I meant. What I meant to say was that I'm sorry about not saying who you were the other night. It was stupid.
Really?
Yeah, I'm really sorry.
Oh, that's okay. I understand. My mom can have that effect on me too sometimes.
Listen, if it's not too late, do you want to go out tonight?
I'm not sure. I'd like to, but I have to check with my mom.
I can pick you up in about a half an hour.
Oh, I'm not sure my mom's ready for that. Hold on a minute. Mom? Can I have the car tonight? I want to go see a friend in town.
Oh, all right, honey. Just leave the phone number where you're going to be and call me when you get there.
Thanks. All set. But can I pick you up at your house in about a half an hour?
Yeah, sure.
Great. Bye.
Bye.
Always refuel the car.
Have a good time. Be home by 10.
Mom, it's Friday night.
Okay. 11.
I left the number by the phone.
Good. Have a good time.
See ya.
Bye.
Unnamed sources. Locally, the weather is our top story. We can expect rain off and on throughout the night, extremely heavy at times, with severe flash flood warnings throughout the two-state area. So please drive carefully. You know how slippery those roads can be this time of year.
And on the Route 125 Malcaho Bridge detour, the Highway Patrol reports an accident. Car off the road. Be careful out there. This rain hits hard, stops, and then hits hard again.
Hello?
This is Eleanor Hall calling.
This is Mark Thurman speaking, Mrs. Hall.
Is Julie there?
No, I've been waiting for her. She was supposed to be here over an hour ago.
I wonder what happened.
Dad, there's a problem. Don't worry, Mrs. Hall. We'll find her. Bridge out. This is the only way. She's got to be out here. Look!
Oh, no.
Julie!
Julie! Oh, the brakes failed and the car went off the road. It's a mess.
You're all right. You're all right. That's what matters.
The paramedics checked her. She's okay.
I feel fine.
I don't know what to say. Please, sit down.
They towed your car to Nelson's garage, Mrs. Hall, and they'll call you in the morning.
Thank you, Mark. And I want to thank you too, Ed. You know, I owe you an apology.
Oh, no, Eleanor, please.
Let me just admit it when I'm wrong. And you're right. I guess it's high time we got that blasted bridge fixed. But I'm going to watch every penny you spend.
The content of Understanding Taxes was developed in cooperation with school and economic education agencies from across the United States and Economics America, the National Council on Economic Education. Understanding Taxes was produced under the supervision of the Agency for Instructional Technology in association with Action Productions Incorporated and Educational Film Center. Funding was provided by the Internal Revenue Service.